to store infinite amount of stories, words, songs, piece of music, feelings, your dedications to your dearest one, and and much greater than any mechanical machines, last much longer through the passage of times. Not even a single stainless steel or the strongest steel can compare to this. Seems to be a breakable instrument is made by wood, but believe it or not, it stores thousands and thousands of years of our histories with the strings attached to it, of course, and it's a beautiful instrument, and with a little twist. The tuning is wide open for any favors you might have, and for certain reasons, they favor a wood that is unpolished, unprocessed, and of course it gives the keeper a great headache to maintain it. After a while, the wooden the the surface is not protected by any gloss or any paint whatsoever. To in order that best sound quality could be received, could be echoed by this voice box, but it leaves a very rather nasty problems to maintain it, and the difference is not that much noticeable, and guitar string. You should not be using guitar strings, but in order to tune it properly, and a piano strings. The original one has broken down. That's why guitar strings is not in its ideal tuning right now. It's in a chord. I love this chord so much that plus it has 4 strings, and this chord run with 4 notes and hit it. And down to the finding, the strings don't lie, which against the background of black color and semitoned, whole note, semitone, whole note, semitone, whole note, semitone, whole note, semitone, whole note. The strings do not lie, and for any musicians to have the virtual picture of what is actually going on with the note, what is actually going on with music, and semitones, full notes, semitones, full notes, semitone, full notes, so on. To enable any musician to view it on top of their heads what the actual picture of of the of the note is critical and extremely important. Hope this is the direct translation in modern day English. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Much like gravity is not constant, and it much like gravity ring like a bell that which if we translate it to a note signature which gives us C D E F G A B, and this little beauty just revealed another pathway both in terms of music or in terms of energy, if you like, in terms of science. That's a C, a D, E, I forget the F sharps, F sharps, G sharps, A sharps, and then the cycle repeats itself with a C. If you go to here, you have a C sharps, D sharps, Fs, G, A, B, and repeat again with the C sharps. Big deal. It is a big deal that more one of a theory is to suggest that a spiral or a usual Helix pattern is formed in this sense that W represent a whole note, H represent a half note, which is a famous piano tunings, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Whole note, half note, three whole note, two whole notes, half notes, three whole notes, half notes. The energy revealed, however, with with the understanding that gravity is not fixed at one particular note, gravity is less likely to be a constant. That a musical pathway is recorded by the raw strength on the instrument you just seen, that's slightly twisted, slightly different from the modern day piano. However, it's 1,000 years old legacy, and if you look closer to the instruments, you can see the whole note as you rise in pitch, as you rise in frequency. The higher the frequency, the shorter the interval is becoming. It's going somewhere, I can tell you. Very interesting, and I'm glad that these instruments come into my possessions and very much likely to stay.